Welcome back to sunny Minneapolis for the 2024 Halloween Lives podcast draft. I'm your host, Chris Carpenter, and over here is what some might call my colleague, Joe Savini. Joe, are you excited about the new competition we have coming in this year?
I mean, some good-looking fellas out there. That's all I know.
What else can you say, folks? It is a very exciting time, and I can't wait to kick it off to my friend and handsome host of the show, Austin Duncan. How we doing out there?
Thanks, Chris. It is wonderful to be back here for the 2024 Halloween Lives podcast draft. We are very excited to be doing this yet again. It's a time of the year that Blaine and I have looked forward to basically since the last draft. Blaine, how we feeling? How we doing? Will you tell us a little bit about what the hell we're getting ourselves into today?
Dude, well, first off, this is legit. This was last year. It was my favorite episode that we did. Yeah. And I have been looking forward to this day and doing this draft since last year's draft. Literally since you and I stopped recording last year, I was already like, all right, I'm ready for next year's draft. Let's do this thing. But we have, we're kind of changing things up a little bit this year. We said last year was really fun. It was cool. It was just you and I. We were trying to start, we're still figuring out this whole podcast thing, but we're like, we need to kind of up the ante here. We need to bring on some more competition for us so that there's a little bit more going on. And well, let's just bring on our two guests for this episode because we are excited as hell to have them both in. We are talking with Justin, the Shape of Winter, and Josh, the Shape NC. What's up, boys? Welcome to the 2024 Halloween Lives draft. Happy as hell to have you guys here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Austin and I have been planning this thing for a while now. We're really excited that you guys were able to join us. But Justin, let's start with you, dude. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, where people can find you at on Instagram or wherever it is?
Well, hey, I'm Justin. Everybody knows me as the Shape of Winter, of course, because I live in a very cold city. You can find me on Instagram at the Shape of Winter, and I do a bunch of I do a lot of stupid things, including, this thing. I kind of sat in front of a fire for a photo shoot. I do other stupid photo shoots, but glad to be here. Thanks for the invite, boys.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, and I said, when I saw your photo that you had up before, I was like, oh, hey, cool photo or cool background photo. And you're like, oh, yeah, that was me. And I'm like, oh, wait, I legit thought that was from Kills. Like I wasn't looking at it clearly that closely, but it just looks so awesome. So, yeah dude, thank you for joining us. You've obviously, you've been with us for some of the live shows in the past. I've always been a big supporter of the program. So thank you very much. And then, of course, last but not least, Josh, what's up, dude? How you doing?
What's going on? Pleasure to be back on the show, boys.
Tell us a little bit about you. Obviously, you were on the show before, but for those of you who haven't seen that episode, Josh, tell them about yourself.
So obviously, my name's Josh. I have a very unhealthy obsession with Halloween. Obviously, people know me by the Shape _NC. You can find me on Instagram there, and I also make stupid mask unboxing videos on YouTube. Again, the Shape _NC there. I mean, pretty much the last episode I was on, me and Blaine talked about kind of the screen used table that I have from Halloween Ends. That's pretty much what got me on the show, I think, which is amazing. It might be outside of maybe like owning the actual hero mask from 78. It's probably next in line for me of like coolest things that you could possibly own from this franchise. So props to you, dude. Dude, it's still surreal. Thank you. Yep, yeah, literally. Awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. So if you guys have not seen Josh's episode, make sure you go check that out because he shows off the table, the table from Halloween Ends that he owns and kind of explains the whole backstory of that, which is a lot of fun. But guys, let's first off, let's talk about sort of we'll talk about the rules. Austin's going to show some slides here that kind of show what's going on. But we are doing our draft as we did last year, and really what that consists of is for those of you who are football fans like Austin and I are. This is NFL Draft Week. We're super excited. Go Minnesota Vikings. We can't wait to see what the Vikings screw up on this year.
Quarterback of the future, baby.
Yeah. They're gonna ruin something. They're gonna ruin somebody's day. But here's the deal: for today's draft, we are going to be drafting 12 characters from the entire franchise. And what we're going to be doing with those characters is then coming up with a storyline or a synopsis of a film that we are kind of creating as we do this draft. So at the end of this episode, what you guys will see is after all 4 of us have selected our 12 characters, you're going to see us kind of take a quick time out. We're going to come back, and then we're going to tell you that synopsis. Then once this is over, what we want you to do is go to our Instagram page at halloween.lives.podcast and vote. Let us know which story you guys would think would be the coolest, which characters that we drafted do you think would be the best for a movie. And we'll throw it up on the Instagram page and see who wins. But let's talk real quickly about the characters that we're going to be drafting. So as I said, 12 characters each. We are going to get to select 1 Michael Myers, 2 main characters, 7 supporting characters, 1 location, and 1 soundtrack. Now, one thing that we did talk about is we gave Justin and Josh this whole list of people that you can draft from. We already talked about, hey, if there's somebody really in particular that we didn't make our list, but you want them to be on the list and you want to draft them, or for instance, if you want to have your film take place in Disneyland, if you want that to be your location, you can draft that location as the place where you're going to be. But before we get too far, we need to figure out what this draft is. The draft order is going to be. So what I did was I made a little. We're doing it the old-fashioned, draw it out of a hat kind of way. I've got a name for everybody, and I'm going to let me fold these things up here. We're going to throw them in the hat. And then I'm going to select, and we'll find out what the order is going to be here. Okay, so
if Blaine picks himself first, if
I pick myself first, I feel like I'm going to have to redraw just for that very reason. Which is not
it's a lose-lose.
Okay, here we go. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to hold it up first. Oh, Justin.
Oh, fuck.
Justin with the number 1 pick.
Are we allowed to swear? Are we allowed to swear in this?
You can, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You can swear. All right. Let's see. Number 2. Oh,
let's go, baby.
Our guests are killing it. All right, let's see. And number 3. Oh,
let's go.
I jinxed myself. Damn. All right. So then I'm up with the number 4 pick. That's all right. No biggie. All right. So there we go. We have Justin, then Josh, then Austin, and myself. We're going to get 30 seconds on the clock going as soon as we get going on here. Everybody gets 30 seconds per pick. And then we can obviously chat just a little bit about each character, why you wanted that character. And you don't necessarily have to say how they're going to fit in your film. But that's sort of the direction that we'll go. So I need to get I just realized I need to write down what I'm doing here, because it's going to, once we get a little bit further on into this thing, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to keep track of who's been drafted and who's not. So, Justin, are you ready?
I guess I am.
All right, I'm going to go. You're on the clock. 30 seconds.
Okay, so I guess for my Michael Myers, just to start this out, I am going to select James Jude Courtney, 2018 Michael Myers, as my Michael.
That's a huge pick. Yep, I love it too. And why James Jude Courtney? Why is he's obviously your favorite Michael Myers?
James Jude Courtney, aside from Castle, of course, because I love Nick Castle, James Jude Courtney was the first Michael Myers that I saw when I was brought into this horror community and everything. Plus, in 2018, Michael Myers has returned after 40 years, and there's all that pompadour and not stress, but there's all this hype behind him. And the 2018 Michael Myers is very animalistic, and I love that about him.
Agreed. I love it. Great pick. Austin, I forgot to ask, do you have the draft, the little chimes, or do we not?
I was going to throw them in and post. The magic is gone, guys.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yes. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did have the chimes. Everybody heard that, right? My headphones must have cut out there, strangely enough. All right. Well, good pick, dude. I like it. And that's a huge one off the books. And that was 2018's James Jude Courtney, right? All right, very good. All right, Josh, you're on the clock. 30 seconds.
All right, first round pick. I'm going to have to go with Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, big swinging. He's hitting right off he's knocking out of the park. Okay, Laurie Strode. Are we talking? Did you say 1978?
What
version of Laurie Strode?
No necessarily particular version. I would say if I had to pick one, probably 98.
Oh, 98. Ooh, okay. The Carrie Tate version. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that. What makes you? What was that? Not without giving away too much. Why is she your first pick?
It's easy to write a story around Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
And Laurie Strode. And this might sound bad, but I'm not the biggest Laurie Strode fan. But it's just for story's sake. It's easy to write around her.
I get it. 100%. I think you're in good company there. And Austin and I have talked about this in the show. Like we're kind of over the Laurie Strode thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can move on to something else. So
exactly.
Cool. Austin, let me get my timer out. You are on the clock.
All right. I'm taking a look at, we got a lot of good players on the board still.
All but two, actually.
All but two players on the board. I'm feeling real nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come in with something I should have done earlier in the last draft with a location to set my film in.
Ooh.
Boys, I'm taking Haddonfield, Illinois with my first overall.
Damn it.
She gone. Okay. All right. Why would you make such a selection, Austin?
Well, Blaine, it's just, for me, even though Halloween H2O is one of my favorite movies in the entire franchise, even though Halloween 3 is fantastic out there in Santa Mira, California, there's something to be said about Michael Myers roaming the streets of Haddonfield, Illinois, just a small, sleepy farm town with a little residential area that a shape can stalk through. And I'm just, I need it. Everything rests on Haddonfield for me.
Okay. All right. Well, good pick. I didn't expect Haddonfield to come off the board so early, but that's perfect. I guess that means I'm up on the clock, and you don't even need to set a timer because I already know who I'm taking. So for my first pick in this draft, and I was really nervous. I thought somebody might like undercut me here and have the same sort of idea. But for my first pick, I'm going with Rachel Crothers from H4. She's going to be my number one pick. And I don't want to say too much right now, but I already have an idea. I have a strategy. I have a plan for why I picked her first, and we'll see if that strategy plays out. If we can execute with that strategy. So, Justin, dude, you're up next. So,
okay,
we'll go ahead and start the timer. What do you got?
Before we start the timer, are we?
Too late.
Because I was going in order. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I gotta stop swearing. My God. Are we picking in order? Like I started with Michael Myers. I'm just basing this off the Gmail and everything.
Yeah, you can pick whatever order you want.
Okay.
Whatever order you want. Yeah. So if you want, I mean, you obviously took your Michael, but yeah, if you want, however you want it, you just get those 12, characters. They just have to fall into those categories. So you only get one Michael. You get two main characters, but your main character could be anybody you want it to be. So yeah. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. All right, let's do it. You're on the clock.
All righty. Well, considering friggin' Austin took the location that I wanted, I'm going to start with the location that I need, and that's going to be Smith's Grove.
Love that.
I need Smith's Grove.
Man, the location's coming off the board early.
There's few picks, man, unless you want to get creative.
Unless you want to say the cave. Unless you want to go to the cave.
That's fair.
Wherever you want to go. Wherever you want to go. Okay, so we have Haddonfield is off the board, and we also have Smith's Grove is off the board. That's a combination right there. So cool. Let's move on. Josh, you are on the clock.
Second round pick. This is hard to do because a lot of good stuff's coming off the board right quick. But I want to get my characters. So second round, I'm gonna go Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Justin's face on that one when you took that pick, his face, you knew he had a plan in mind, and you just absolutely jacked that plan up. All right, so Dr. Loomis off the boards. Yeah, Dr. Loomis is I feel like he's one of those characters just like Laurie, where like it's a really, you can always have a great story around those.
Yeah, again, I mean, it's kind of the same concept. It's easy to write around them, and I think a very good Halloween movie has to have Dr. Loomis.
Right. I dig it, man. You got Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis. And not only do you have Laurie Strode, you have H2O version of Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis.
Right.
Would have loved to have seen that combo. Very cool. Austin, you ready?
I'm ready.
You're on the clock.
Well, this is a really easy one. Didn't expect this guy to fall down to me. Had some other options that I was prepared to do, but since he is right here in front of me, I got to take Nick Castle off the board right now as my Michael Myers.
He gone.
All
right. That one hurt me a little bit. But he's the OG. He's definitely hard to beat. So I get it.
I wanted to go with a personal bias and go after Dick Warlock, but the guy that started it all, if I could have Haddonfield with Nick Castle, man, I'm already feeling real hot this draft.
You're feeling pretty good about it? All right. Well, let's see how you feel when this is all said and done. People vote and they vote against you. No, I'm just kidding. I dig it. Nick Castle's my favorite, so you stole that one from me. Okay, I'm gonna pull a wild card here. This is gonna be my second main character. So Rachel Carruthers was drafted as my first main character, and my second main character I'm gonna take is, and I'm gonna put, there's gonna be a little asterisk with this one. Okay, I'm gonna take Lindsay from Part 4. But it is because this is Lindsay Wallace so you get Lindsay, the friend, Rachel's friend, Lindsay, who they pick up Jamie and they drive her. And there is rumors that was meant to be Lindsay Wallace, which is why they referenced it, but it was never actually said. So I'm putting a little asterisk next to it. In my version of Halloween 4, that is Lindsay Wallace. So I'm going to say Lindsay, AKA Lindsay Wallace from Halloween 4 is going to be my second main character. So I've got Rachel Carruthers and Lindsay from H4 are my two main characters in my Halloween film.
I'm seeing the pieces come together here.
Mm-hmm. There's strategy. All right, Justin, dude, you're back on the clock. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're up.
Okay, so since Blaine, you just decided to do a variation, I'm gonna kind of combine these two characters to make my first main character. We're gonna do Tommy Doyle, Paul Rudd's version, but as sorry, I saw Josh's face, just like Paul Rudd's version, but acting like Anthony Michael Hall.
I love that.
Dangerous. Okay,
very dangerous.
All right. That would have been something to see. I had heard that Paul Rudd was actually offered, or wanted to try to get, which is kind of cool.
They were trying to get him, but he was filming Ghostbusters Afterlife, from what I remember, so he couldn't do it.
Okay, I wonder if he would have actually done it. Like, if you really like, he may have said, "Yeah, I would have done it," but would he have really done it? Like, that would have been really cool to see.
He's A-list,
crazy.
He's A-list, so you never know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's a hell of a good pick. Paul Rudd's version of Tommy Doyle is my absolute favorite. And so good pick. I dig that. I dig that one.
Thank you.
All right, Josh, you're up, bud.
All right. So since that Tommy Doyle was ripped out right from under me, I'm going to go Tommy Doyle, Anthony Michael Hall.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Evil dies tonight.
Without that.
We'll leave that one off. Yeah. No, that's good. Okay. All right. I dig it. All right, Austin, are you ready?
I am not. Every time that it comes around to me, I'm like, damn, I really should have.
I know. That's. I feel like last year when it was just you and I could spend a lot more time, like, just kind of checking out the different people that we could select here. But you just let me know.
I'm ready, man.
I'm putting you on the clock. You're at 30
I feel
seconds,
like this is one I should be timed on because my decision is not final yet. So I've got Nick Castle, I've got Haddonfield, but I got to figure out who Michael is going after. And for me, there's one character I've always wished that we could have seen more of. I might have picked him in last year's draft, but he is the man, the myth, the terrible haircut. Give me John Tate.
Ooh, okay.
He's going to be my main character in this film.
Oh, I dig it. I like that. That's a good pick. I see he's coming out. He's actually in a movie that's coming out.
Yeah, so he was in an episode of Black Mirror not too long ago. What's his name? Minnesota's Finest? Don't even know him.
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett. He was in a good episode of Black Mirror that came out last year. And I believe he's in another horror film coming up here.
Yeah, Trap.
Trap?
Yeah. Yeah, the trailer just came out, I think 2 days ago. I saw that. So that reminds me.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. He's returning back to horror. I don't know, he had done other stuff before Halloween H2O, right? He was in some kind of
he was in the Faculty. I think that was
the Faculty. Is that the swimming one?
No, the Faculty is the one about the aliens and they're in high school and
I was off.
It's a great movie.
Way off.
Yeah, way off. But that's all right. We'll forgive you. All right. Well, then I guess I'm up. And Austin, you're gonna want to time me on this one because I'm still kind of. Oof.
I got you, brother.
Okay. All right.
You are now on the clock.
All right. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Oof. This might be a risky pick. This could be a risky pick. Nope. I'm gonna go a different direction because I'm ready. Hit the chimes.
We're ready.
With my third pick, and you guys are gonna be like, "Wait, what's going on here?" But I'll explain here in a second. I'm gonna go with Sheriff Ben Meeker. He's gonna be a supporting character for me, and he's gonna be Ben Meeker. Sheriff Ben Meeker is, obviously you've seen so far my strategy has been a lot of heavy hitting on the H4 characters, but I think of all the sheriffs that we've had, Ben Meeker personally is my favorite. He's just
best.
He's awesome. He's a take no shit kind of guy, very serious, and he knows he's got a serious problem in Haddonfield in part 4, where he eventually figures it out. So I'm going with Ben Meeker. I had to pull him off the boards before somebody else did.
Cops do it by the books, Blaine.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right, Justin.
Okay.
You're on the clock.
You know what? Let's get the score out of the way because I think we all know a good Halloween film needs a perfect score, correct?
It does. You're right.
So I think what I have to do, I have to put the Halloween Ends score off the table.
Oof. Perfect hitter.
Yeah, that one was the most complete for me.
Yeah, I love that pick. That was going to be my number one choice for a score. So you took that one from me. It's just
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's so good. Like there is so many. There's so many great. Like I even think about the scene, and I'm blanking on the name of the song, but when Allison and Corey are riding on the motorcycle. And I'm blanking on it now because it's I got to look it up now because.
Are you talking about when they're like riding together after not dinner? When was it?
It's by Boy something. I feel like
Boy Harsher.
Yes, Boy Harsher. Yes. What is that song called? Yeah, Boy Harsher.
Remember. Burn It Down. Is it Burn It Down?
Yeah,
Burn It Down. That's a sweet song. Sweet song. All right, man. Good choice. Good pick. You stole that one from me, I think. Has everybody here, maybe not Austin, has everybody here now had something stolen from them that they didn't want taken?
Losing Loomis was a big
I agree. All right, Josh, let's do it, man. We'll put you on the clock.
All right. Well, since you took my sheriff, I'm going to go with probably Sheriff Brackett, the Brad Dourif version.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Why? Explain that a little bit. Yeah, I like that too. Explain that.
So I feel like the difference between Charles Cyphers and Brad Dourif's version, Brad Dourif is just a little more gritty, I would say, a little more
psychopathic,
not as well put together. He's kind of a struggling dude. So I just feel like he's just a worse character. I feel like a worse sheriff. If I can't have the best sheriff, I want one of the worst, but not the Blumhouse sheriff.
Right. I love it. Yeah. Not the Blumhouse sheriff. Yeah. He might be the ultimate worst.
That's terrible.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Cancel Halloween? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe let's do that.
Yeah. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah. Good pick, dude. I like that. I actually just saw he just announced this week he's retired from acting altogether, except for he's still willing to do the Chucky voice. So that's
Really?
pretty crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
I just read that like the last 3 days. So good pick. All right, Austin, you're up, dude.
All right. So we got our legacy John Tate. And, I'm going to say that my John Tate actor has aged with the times, even though Nick Castle, he's remained in a freezer. But for John Tate, and this is going to start to level where we're going with this. I want Rambo Laurie. I want maybe not Rambo Laurie. Give me Halloween Ends Laurie. I should say like the new Blumhouse trilogy Laurie.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, I'll go Halloween Ends Laurie because she's a little bit more well-rounded, even though she does make some weird comments in that film.
Yeah. The whole "show me your tits" thing was a terrible line. I think everybody who watched that film just goes, "Ooh, why would you say that?"
Yeah. So I got John Tate and Laurie, older Laurie, mature Laurie. As my two main characters.
Cool. I like it. Well, I guess that leaves me up on the clock. You got the timer started, Austin?
Hell no, I don't, because I'm never prepared, brother. Let me just set that up. Here's your extra time. You are on the clock.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's hear it.
For my next supporting character, here's my strategy here. Okay, we already have I think 2 Michaels off the books, right? Yeah, 2 Michaels off the books. Yeah. So I feel like there's a little wiggle room there where I don't have to be in a rush to pick a Michael. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for a good Michael still, because there's several that are still left in the books. So I want to really start to build my story up a little bit, and I want to grab some of these players before anybody else gets them. So I'm going to go from Halloween Resurrection, Jim Morgan. So Jim, the dude in the leather jacket, kind of the rock star looking dude. I'm going with Jim Morgan from Halloween Resurrection, my college student.
Oh, very interesting. He's getting murked though in this movie.
Well, for sure, yeah, most likely, yeah. I mean, Jim Morgan. So I'm a big The Doors band fan. I love The Doors, and he reminds me, and I don't know if they meant to do this, but he reminds me of Jim Morrison of The Doors. Just he's wearing like the leather jacket, and like he just kind of looks like him. He's sort of philosophical, and so I don't know if whoever wrote that script or if that was their intent, but I'm going with Jim Morgan from Halloween Resurrection.
I like it.
All right, Justin. The clock is started.
All right, so I guess I have to route out my main characters before you guys start stealing them from me. Mm-hmm. I am going to pick for my second main character. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to actually do Cameron Elam.
Ooh. Okay.
And we're going to do not H40's Cameron. We're going to do Halloween Kills Cameron Elam.
Okay.
Like it.
All right.
The man was on a hunt.
Yeah. He was. Probably one of the best death scenes in Kills also.
Yes, he was.
I love that. I love that. Very good. All right. Josh, you are on the clock.
All right. So if we pick a character, if they die in the movie, do they have to be dead?
Nope.
Or does that have to be their fate? No.
Nope.
This is your story.
This is your story. Yeah.
We're gonna go with Judith Myers.
Judith. Ooh. Dang. I love that. I see why you asked.
Yeah. That's I very cool. Okay. All right. I'm excited to hear how that one plays out in your story, because that's very interesting, because we just got her for such a brief, short amount of time.
Right.
I dig it.
All right. I can write something around her.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Austin, you are on the clock.
I'm ready. I'm here with one of my favorite supporting characters of all time. none other than LL Cool J's Ronnie Jones.
Oof.
We're making things happen here in this timeline.
I love it.
I think he was such a good character. Like, I think because of Busta Rhymes, we've gotten like this bad, like, oh, you can't add a rapper to a Halloween movie, even though like Busta probably wasn't given the best lines. I think LL Cool J in this movie is great. I think he's like a perfect character to have in the film. He's sympathetic. He's got like some background to him, and he was necessary to the story, and he didn't do kung fu. So he's got those two things going for him. But yeah, Ronnie Jones absolutely had to be on my list this year. I knew that going into it.
I feel like when we did our best or our favorite supporting characters episode, I feel like he was on one of our lists, wasn't he? I don't remember.
I would hope so, because every time I like watch H2O, I'm like, he crushed it. And obviously the dude is a talented actor. He's been on like NBC for like 30 years at this point as different variations of hardened cops. But he's the man, and gotta have him in this story. And you might be able to see where I'm crafting here.
I dig it.
So
I dig it. All right. Well, I am on the clock, and I'm going to pick my next supporting character is one that I love. This character, I picked her last year. I don't know what it is about this character, but I'm going with Halloween 5, Samantha Thomas, the Samantha, the girl in the red devil costume who gets killed out in the barn. I just love her character. I just think she's fun, and she's going to add something to my film. I think I'm going to sprinkle a little Samantha Thomas in there, and we'll leave it at that. So Samantha Thomas is where are we at? I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the end of the 5th round, right? So we've got okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, Justin.
Okay. All right, let's switch this up a teeny bit. I'm actually going to bring in Jamie Lloyd, but not Kyle Richards. Jesus, Jamie Lloyd. Fuck, I'm
Daniel
blanking.
Harris?
Who's Daniel Harris? Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
I want to do Daniel Harris present day as Jamie Lloyd.
Ooh,
so
okay.
What she originally wanted in the 2018 film as the daughter, I want that version of Jamie Lloyd. So aged up Jamie Lloyd, probably should have just said that.
Okay. You got it. All right. Let's see. Mr. Josh, you're back on the clock.
All right. 6th round pick. Let's go with H8's Sarah Moyer.
Ooh. She's a sleeper pick. She is great.
She is, man.
Literally next on my list. I had already written her name down. Damn it.
Blaine's getting all of his picks taken from him in this draft.
Yeah, I legit, I would show you my sheet, but then I'd reveal who my other picks are. But Sarah Moyer is next on my list. So, damn it, Josh.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Austin, you are on the clock.
Well, this one wasn't on our sheet because she is very brief in the films. Justin, you fucked me over with this last one. So I am going to have to go with J.C. Brandy's Jamie Lloyd as my Jamie Lloyd here. And I'll get into why that exists as time goes on.
Okay. All right. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret for the big reveal. Well, since Josh screwed me over, we are we are going to go with. Sorry, I'm on the clock, and the pick is in. The pick is in.
Where's the bell? Hold on.
Right. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Did you guess?
You did it. Did everybody hear that?
Yeah. Good work. I'm gonna go with, once again, we're gonna keep knocking Halloween Resurrection out here with Jen Danzig, who was the fun, flirty blonde who ends up getting her head chopped off and rolls down the stairs in Halloween Resurrection, but she's not going to meet the same fate in my film. So Jen Danzig from Age 8 is going to be one of my supporting characters.
That's the first Michael decapitation, if I'm correct, right?
I think you're right.
I believe the next one we see is in Halloween 2 Rob Zombie.
Yeah, you're right. The only one that might be is Samantha Thomas in part 5 when he swings the sickle. Is that a scythe or what the hell is that thing called?
Yeah,
he swings that at her, but we don't get to see it because it's an off-screen death. But you're right. That's the first. That is the first on-screen beheading that we get by Michael Myers. So good work. All right, we're back to the top of the pecking order here with Mr. Justin.
Okie dokie. That sounded so fucking weird. I am going to Jesus.
You just became a dad right there.
Okie dokie, guys.
Break out the New Balances, y'all.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good God. Alrighty. All right. So I believe it's our seventh pick, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to select Karen Nelson.
Karen Nelson.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay, we are Josh, you're up.
All right, 7th round pick. We're gonna go with Aaron Corey from 2018.
Ooh, Aaron. Hold on. Who?
Podcaster.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was he even on the list? Did I have? I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, you had him on the list.
Oh, I do have.
Yeah, he was on the list.
Okay,
I love it. Okay, I couldn't think of at first who that was, but okay, very cool. I think realistically, if they were to make that movie again today, they would probably ask Austin and I to be the podcasters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That guy's lucky he got the role when he got it, because most likely it would have been Austin and I. So,
God damn it.
No doubts at all.
Yeah. All right, Austin, what do you got for your next pick?
Oh, if you're gonna have to put me on the clock for this one, because I'm trying to make something work here.
That's fine. You got 30 seconds. You're good.
All right. I just saw one that I'm not gonna do. You know what? I think it's time to make this a tradition.
Don't do it.
If he's gonna be on my all-star squad every single year. There's 2. I'll just go with my first one. Give me Freddie Harris.
Oh my God.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
I don't know why you do that. Well, we know he's losing this year.
He's cannon fodder, dog. He's gonna be wiped out by Mike.
All right. Okay. I hear you. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep rolling with building up my supporting characters, and I'm going with Rudy Grimes from Halloween 8. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit, I didn't take too many supporting characters, did I? How many supporting characters do we have? Oh, 7. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, we get
all right. Good deal. All right. So Rudy Grimes is going to round out, or not quite round out, but he's going to be my number 6 of 7 supporting characters from Halloween.
Rudy Grimes. Which one was he? I see. He's the chef.
Yeah, he's the chef. Yep. All right. Let's rock and roll, Justin.
All righty.
Okie dokie.
Damn it, I said it. Fuck you. Great. That's what I'm going to be known on every single time I come back.
Yep. Just change your Instagram handle now. Okie dokie, Michael Myers.
You got it. All righty. So for I gotta get all my supporting characters. So I'm going to select Ladies Man Oscar from Halloween 2018.
I like it.
I need him.
I like it.
He is a standout character in Halloween 2018.
He is. He's a big yucky dumpster, and he just wants to dive right into it.
I think Blaine and I talked about the characters we're most similar to. I think I said I was Oscar in 2018. I feel like that's who I was in high school.
Yep, he's got chapped lips and everything. It's great.
The lip crusties.
Right. Yeah. All right. Good deal. Josh, you are on the clock.
All right, so 8th round pick, still doing my supporting cast. Let's go with Jimmy from H2.
Ooh, okay.
Jimmy's
I like that.
Off the board. He's a great character, too.
He is a great character. Yeah, he really is. Yep. I would have actually been okay if they had somehow come back to him later on. And I always wondered, like, was Jimmy supposed to be Jamie Lloyd's dad?
Fair point.
Yeah. You don't know, you know? I mean, maybe, you never know.
Now, the more I think about Jimmy, the more I wish I would have taken him earlier because he would have probably been a better pick than Freddie Harris, but we're going to.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You just take your flyer. Yeah, just exactly. Yep, exactly. All right, Austin, you're up.
Well, we're starting to get into people that Michael has got to whack off. Whoa, that's, you know what?
Whoa, okay.
Wow.
All right.
What kind of Halloween movie are we making?
Yeah, this is a children's show.
God damn it, Austin. Come on, you had one job.
Man, that's tough, dude. That was a tough choice of words.
Listen, Michael ain't whacking nobody.
Yeah,
no.
You don't want Michael doing that. No.
It makes it even tougher that I'm about to pick Nurse Deb.
Oh,
well,
I mean,
yeah. We'll just say yeah. All right.
Leave that where it's at.
We know where your brain's at. All right. Good. That's a great pick. I actually wish I would have taken Nurse Deb.
I think you took Nurse Deb last year. If
I did. I did. Yeah, and she didn't. I never even thought about her, but yeah, I guess Michael's doing some whacking and. Nurse Deb is off the books. All right, for my final supporting character pick, I'm just knocking out all my supporting characters. I'm going to go Reverend Jackson Sayer from Halloween 4.
Oh,
yeah, I love that. I love that character. I thought just his overall craziness, and you're really not sure what the dude is, what he's about. He's gonna play a role in my film, and so that's why he's gonna be the end of my supporting characters. I've got my main characters and supporting characters already knocked off. Who doesn't have a Michael Myers yet? Austin, right? No, yeah, okay, Josh.
Oh, sure.
All right.
I got one in mind.
All right.
Good deal, Justin. You're up.
Yep. So I gotta round up my supporting characters because I got everything else. I'm going to pick. Actually, I'm going to get Big John. I'm going to bring Big John into it.
I took him last year. I love those characters. I think it's just it was a fun way to see the Myers house brought back into
definitely
kind of the life of the franchise. So I dig it.
Big John's great. He's a little bit more grisly than Little John.
Yeah.
Does Big John have like the apple knife that he?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Cool. All right, Josh, you're up.
Is this 8? Is this 9th? 8th or 9th?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 9th pick.
All right, ninth round. Last supporting character. I'm going to go with Julian from 2018.
What a great character!
He is a great character. He is a great character. Yeah. He's actually like. I mean, Austin and I have talked about this on the show. All the kids in the David Gordon Green trilogy are all assholes. Like every single one of them.
Dude, every one of them, man.
Yeah. Julian is like
asshole.
Julian is like the coolest asshole. Like he's like, I could hang out with this kid.
I could hang out with him, man. He could stay the night at my house whenever he wants.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
In a non-creepy way.
Right. Yeah. No. Austin already made things super creepy, so you're good.
No, yeah, Michael whacking people off.
Good Lord.
Yeah, perfect. I love it. Julian is a great character. Definitely a great character. It's almost too bad that we didn't. I know we saw him very briefly at the end of Halloween Ends, but it would have been kind of cool if we would have somehow.
I wish I'd have used him more. Honestly.
Yeah. I dig it. All right, Austin.
All right.
Do you need to go on the clock?
No, I think I feel pretty good about this one.
Okay.
We are gonna go after. Never mind. I completely disregarded my pick and put me on the clock.
You're on. Oh, after we waste 25 seconds.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Be on the clock. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got my pick.
Yeah.
I want Vicky from Halloween 2018.
Good pick.
She's also great in that scene with Julian. She's like a really good. I wish she would have survived 2018 because she was she had some personality to her. wish we could have seen more interaction with her and Allison.
Yep.
But unfortunately, she had to get whacked by Michael.
Not off.
No, not off.
Not off. Right. True.
Oh God.
So keeping her in my supporting characters list, which I think I have one more spot left.
I love it. Yeah, I actually thought about her earlier. Actually, I think I didn't pick her because I was going to pick Sarah Moyer first, and then Josh boned me on that deal. took Sarah Moyer. So, all right, well, good work. I like that. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to take my soundtrack off the board right now, my score, and that's going to be Halloween Kills. Is going to be my
Nice.
And for one reason only. There's and I got to look up the name of the song here real quick because there's the song that's playing in the hospital as like the chaos is breaking out.
Unkillable.
Nope. I think it's
Rampage is the park.
Rampage.
Is that the one that's park scene? That's the park scene.
Well,
Rampage's park scene.
Now I'm screwed up, but there is one specific song in there that it absolutely, John Carpenter and his kid just absolutely killed this thing. So Halloween Kills is going to be my number 2. I think those, just the soundtracks from H18, Kills, and Ends are they're damn near perfect. So I'm gonna take Kills for my soundtrack.
Yeah,
Justin, my friend, you are up.
Alrighty, I'm going to get Miss Allison Strode off the board.
All right, and what is she, a supporting character for you, or is she going to be?
She's a supporting character because I got Tommy Doyle and Cameron Elam as my mains.
All right, all right.
Okay, I see what you're piecing together over there, Justin. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Josh, you are up.
So my mains are done and supporting's done. So there's plenty of Michaels left on the board. Let's go with location, and I don't think this was on the list, but let's go to Haddonfield Memorial.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
You're right. That was not on the list. Very good. Very good. All right. I like that. I like that. So you have Laurie Strode, Dr. Loomis, and Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. And Nurse Deb.
No, I don't have Nurse Deb.
I got
Nurse Deb.
Austin.
Oh, Austin's got Nurse Deb.
Austin, yeah.
Damn you, Austin. All right, Austin, so where are we at here? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 10th pick, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you need the clock, or are we going to waste a bunch of time again?
No, I don't need the clock this time because this is a guy, one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise. Rounding out my supporting characters list is the only guy that can go toe-to-toe with Tyler Mane. Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Oh,
big
old Joe Grizzly. All right.
Big old Joe.
All right. That works. Hold on. I got to count here. I know I have a problem counting past anything that doesn't include my 10 fingers, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to figure out why I don't have 2, 4.
I'm trying to figure out where 12 comes from.
2, 4. I have one more supporting character. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to need to go on the clock for this. I thought I was done with supporting characters.
All right, let me put you on the clock.
Ooh, dang it. Damn, I wish I had Vicky.
I mean, you could have her, Blaine, for the right price.
I could. I could trade. I could trade for her, but let's see. All right, I know where I'm going.
All right.
With this next pick, I'm going with Molly Cartwell, who would be John's girlfriend in H2O. Going with Molly. Yep, going with Molly. Add her to the list. So now my supporting characters are officially done.
Yeah. Okay, since I'm next, fucking hell. Both Austin and Josh took a few characters I needed, but it's okay. I'm going to get you can't have Big John without his counterpart, so I need Little John. We're taking Little John.
Yep. That's a 1-2 punch right there. You have to have him. That's tough to beat.
You can't just have one character. You You can't have big or little without their counterpart.
Right. Exactly. All right. Good pick. I had them last year. That was good. I actually, that was a trade that I made last year. We haven't had a single trade yet this year, but that was a trade I made last year with Austin. And I don't remember who I took first, if it was big or little, but I think Austin was going that direction. I was like, whoa. Time out here for a second. Let's talk through this a little bit. All right, Josh, you are up.
All right. Let's go with the soundtrack this pick. You can't beat the classic. I'm going to go 1978.
Damn.
Yep. You had to do it. That's that's still sitting out there. It's kind of like you have to.
It's perfect.
I mean, it is. It is perfect. Yep, it is perfect. I don't think there's anything that will get me more in the mood for Halloween any time out of the year. If I throw that soundtrack on and just listen to it, it's like, damn, I want it to be Halloween. So,
dude, at the end of H2O, when they play the original theme, that's goosebumps right there.
Yeah, I agree. That was whoever was like, hey, we need to do this. They were a genius for doing that in that moment, because they could have. It could have been anything, but they chose to do that. That was huge.
It brought it full circle.
It did. Yeah, absolutely. Good pick. I like it. Austin, you are on the clock.
Positive I only have one thing left, one pick left. But I think that brings us to 11.
Yep, you better count again. See, you and I are definitely brothers. We gotta think about this.
God damn it. Well, either way, soundtracks are flying like crazy right now. And for the single reason of The Shape Returns as a song, I am taking Halloween 2018 as my and also what's the
Shape Hunts Allison?
The Shape Hunts Allison. Holy shit. What a great track.
That is a great song. That is a great song. All right. Well, I'm on the clock, and I'm going to take, this is a huge risk right here. This could actually break my film, but because there are others that I feel like I could take here, but I'm going to take a huge risk, and I'm going to take my Michael Myers. And my Michael Myers this year is going to be Halloween 5's Don Shanks.
Wow. Ballsy.
Yeah. It might not work out, but the reason I'm doing it is because he just, his anger, his grittiness, he's just a mean Michael. And that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with Halloween. I'm not big on the mask, obviously, but that's for people. I'm gonna ask for your forgiveness. Look past the mask and concentrate on the man himself and the tear. Don't forget about the tear that comes out of his eye too.
Of course.
We don't want to talk about the tear. But Don Shanks. I don't want the gentler, kinder version of Don Shanks. I want the killer, the badass killer version of Don Shanks. The killer, the guy
killer.
Yeah, exactly. The dude who crushed a kid's dreams in front of us when he told him that he put his tattoo on his wrong wrist.
Oh my God!
Oh Lord!
Yeah, that dude straight up killed that guy. Yeah.
Did we tell that story on the show?
I think we did, but I can tell again real quick. We were in line at H45, and we were getting ready to meet Don Shanks, and this young kid, he's probably 18, 19 years old, comes walking up. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Don, check out my wrist." He's like, "I got the thorn tattoo." And Don, without being like, "Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for doing that." He's just like, "You got it on the wrong wrist." And the kid's soul literally left his body in front of Austin and I. And we were like, "Oh,
he was like, cool." He was like, "They must have flipped it in the movie then." And he's like, "Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. They did flip it. I don't know why they did it, but they flipped it."
Yeah, he crushed that kid.
Oh, hey, if that kid is listening to this show, you're free to come on whenever. We are a safe place.
Tell the story of how you were destroyed.
Bless your heart, man. Oh
right,
my God, brutal, dude.
Yeah. He completely destroyed that kid. So, so I'm going Don Shanks with my Michael Myers. It's a flyer of a pick, but I've got to put it. Justin, it's the last pick, man. We're already at round 12. Yeah.
I'm going to need the 30 seconds because
that's fine. I'll you are officially on the clock.
Okie dokie. Oh God, I said it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's 2.
Yeah. That's twice. Yeah.
Well, I mean, before the show started, just to give a little detail behind the scenes, I guess we were talking about getting the stripper from H2 into my picks.
Oh yeah, is that what you're going with? You get 9 seconds.
9 seconds. I have to go with Corey Cunningham. I have to go with the Scarecrow. I have to go with Corey.
That's a big hitter to come off in the last round.
Yeah, the fact that he fell that far, I agree. I totally agree. That's a huge pick. I dig it. Shit. All right, Mr. Josh, you are up, sir.
I believe this is my last pick, and it's my Michael. So I am gonna go with. He wasn't on the list, but I'm gonna do flashback, but with the mannerisms of James Drew Courtney from Kills.
Okay. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know, Josh, you'll have to remind me. I don't know if we talked about this or not, but were you a fan of you clearly are, but like the flashback mask? Did you like that mask?
Yes, I love it. it. It's not H1. It's not,
right.
But yes, I do like that sculpt.
I think that's kind of, we've talked about this, that the mask itself is awesome. It was different in the flashback scene that you're like, damn, they could have done better. Like they could have matched it better. But if we got that mask for the next film, everybody would be losing their shit and they'd be oh my God, this is awesome. So, that just tells you that it is a great mask, right? So,
absolutely.
Very cool. All right. Austin,
shout out Aaron Armstrong.
Yeah, shout out him.
Yeah. He did a hell of a job. Austin, your last pick for the 2024 draft.
Yeah, I got her. I'm ready. So she is going to play a kind of a different role, but maybe similar to what she did in Halloween 2018. I'm taking Dana Haynes, who is the other podcaster who gets her head smashed against a toilet bowl in one of the only scenes in the entire franchise where I'm like, God damn, that would hurt. I'm taking Dana Haynes. She is great. And looking forward to seeing what I can meld her character into.
Love it.
The score in that scene is amazing.
Yeah.
That was I fell in love with that like the second I heard it.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
For sure. That was that whole scene, like starting from the time that Michael comes into the bathroom and that whole struggle, it's like it was like, oh shit, Michael's back.
Yes.
Like that was
he's here.
That was really, really cool. All right, guys. Well, since I get the last pick, what do they call this one? They call this the what was Brock?
This is Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. But this is going to be location irrelevant. But it's not, because it's going to play a huge part in my film. I'm going with a location. It's not even on the board. And I'm going with the city of Chicago.
Had a feeling that we might be going to the Chi.
Well, we're going to the big city. We're going to the big city with this film. So that's where we're at. So that is going to wrap up our picks. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a slight pause, a slight timeout, and we're going to come back to you and we're going to explain what our films are. And we don't necessarily need to go in depth with every single character in the role that they're going to play, but we're going to give you a brief synopsis of what our film is. And then, like we talked about at the beginning of this episode, then we're going to let you guys go to our Instagram page and decide who is it that won the 2024 Halloween Lives podcast draft. So let's take a quick timeout and we'll be back in 1 minute. All right, and we are back with the final synopsis. Synopsi. What's the plural version of synopsis? Synopses of the films that we are creating in our own mind after this draft. So Justin, why don't you do us the honors? You go first. Let us know, what is the synopsis for the film of the characters that you drafted?
Okay, well, I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but I think we all can agree we all wrote a lot. So, to begin my synopsis, as the shape has slipped away after the discovery of the bodies of Vicky and Dave at the Morrissey home, concerned citizens such as Tommy Doyle, played by Paul Rudd, recruits various Haddonfield High alumni, such as sisters Karen and Jamie Lloyd, to hunt for the shape. Along the way back to Smith's Grove, the shape encounters Allison, Cameron, and Oscar. They end up running him down in Oscar's car, but Allison and Oscar are murdered in front of Cameron, leaving him to run back to Tommy, alerting Karen of her daughter's death. Back at Smith's Grove, Big John and Little John, the married psychologists, try to subdue Michael Myers as he stalks around the mental hospital, which ends in their collective demise. Michael then encounters a young Corey Cunningham, hospitalized due to his mother's overbearing episodes, who witnesses the murders of the psychologist and further lead him down the path of paranoia and morbid curiosity in the ways of the serial killer. And that's mine.
I
love it.
Okay. All right. I dig it. I dig it.
Thank you.
All right. Josh, what do you got?
Okay, so let me preface this. About everybody in my supporting cast is survived Michael Myers, aside from Judith, but she's gonna she's gonna be older this movie. All right. So again, I've always loved the idea of death row, Michael Myers on death row, kind of from Halloween Returns. So here it is what I got. After years of torment and fear, the survivors of the boogeyman, Michael Myers, have returned to Haddonfield to witness the demise of evil. Dr. Loomis invites all the survivors who nearly escaped death watch Michael Myers electrocute to death via electric chair. After returning home from the execution, Laurie spirals into a panic mode. With help from Sheriff Brackett and the other survivors, they break into HMH Morgue to get complete closure on what just happened. Once arrived, they only find random bodies and an empty embalming table with a toe tag labeled Michael Audrey Myers. Can they escape the embodiment of evil one more time?
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah, that would have been really cool if we would have seen that film. That because there was, I think, did you call it Halloween Returns? Yeah.
Well, Halloween Returns. It had Michael on death row.
Yeah, I love that idea. And I would have been really curious to see how they would have done it and not shown his face, and played that whole thing off. So, all right, very cool. I like it. Austin, what do you have?
Mine's way too long, so I'm going to try to read it as quick as I can.
Okay.
26 years after John Tate came face to face with the source of his mother's terrifying past, Michael Myers returns to Haddonfield to kill Laurie Strode and John once and for all. Dana, John's wife and Michael Myers enthusiast / host of Haddonfield Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers, has driven a division between Laurie and her son. While John and Dana have moved back to Haddonfield to support Dana's career, Laurie has remained in Summerglen, California, still donning the name of Carrie Tate. After hearing about a killing of a redheaded nurse and her grisly husband back in Haddonfield, Laurie returns to the land where everything happened to save her son with the now retired sheriff of Summerglen, Ronnie Jones. John and Dana, unaware of the death that has come to their little town, leave their child with their babysitter, Vicky, and Michael finds their unprotected home on Halloween night. Only Laurie, Ronnie, and a Gale Weathers-esque reporter named Freddie Harris have pieced the puzzle of the horrors to come. As Michael eventually tracks down John, all parties come together in a pumpkin field outside on the outskirts of Haddonfield, where Laurie and Michael have their final showdown, 46 years in the making. All hell breaks loose in Halloween H46.
I dig it. Okay. All right. So I like that you brought the babysitter thing back into it also. That's
cool. Realized as I was writing it, I hadn't included Vicky, so that's where
that's all right. That's all right. All right, here's what I got. My film is going to take place in 1991. Okay, so that's the setting for my film. 3 years after narrowly escaping Michael Myers' rampage in 1988, Rachel Carruthers finds herself attending the University of Chicago, now living in the big city after leaving behind Haddonfield and the story of the boogeyman once and for all. Days prior to Halloween, Rachel receives a call from former Haddonfield Sheriff Ben Meeker that something is awry in Haddonfield, and Michael's grave has been opened, revealing it to be empty. On Halloween night, Rachel is invited to a local fraternity party, Halloween bash, along with her boyfriend Jim and friends Jen, Samantha, Molly, and Rudy, where Michael Myers makes his terrifying return, stalking each of the friends one by one, leading to one final showdown between Rachel and the Haddonfield boogeyman.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we're taking Michael into the big city for this one. It's gonna be Michael takes Chicago like Jason takes Manhattan. We're gonna change things up. So, guys, that's gonna do it. Halloween 2024 draft. It's in the books. We want you guys to head over to our Instagram page right now and go vote. We'll put the poll up there. Go vote for who you think has the best storyline based on the characters that we drafted. And we'll obviously reveal that on next week's episode as well. But special thank you to Justin and to Josh for coming on the show. Make sure you guys go follow them hit him up on Instagram. Go check out Josh's YouTube page. Hit him up wherever you can. Follow him. Do whatever you can and support these guys because they're huge supporters of ours. And we want to, we're part of that. Hey, you scratch our back, we scratch yours. Everybody's happy. We just love the Halloween. And
everybody's whacking each other out.
Great. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this year's Halloween 2024 draft. I'm Blaine Duncan. That's my brother Austin. And that is Josh and Justin. And we will see you guys next time.